I see your reasons, I see your fears, I see the pain that has been building up for years. We've lived together, we've walked alone. No destination, just the struggle to be won. It was not an easy one to write.
Right.
It was there was a lot of banging my head against the wall kind of qualities.
It wasn't. I mean, it started in one direction, and the lyric ultimately sort of flowered and became. You know, you hear in that lyric, there's so much that's very intimate, and then there's things that relate to much broader themes. But ultimately, it still comes back to the simple idea that we're talking about, which is to get to new beginnings, you have to accept responsibility and saying, hey, my part is to try and forgive. My part is to try and change. My part is to come to the table ready to do what I can, because I can't expect someone else to make that difference if I'm not willing to.
Yeah, absolutely. This fire on the mountain now burns in the streets, and under the ashes are the scars of history. Like a quilt sewn together, our stitches aren't shown. We're trying to build futures while we're still broken at home. If I were wiser, I could learn to talk without telling you what to think. If I was stronger, I would lift you up instead of pushing us to the brink. So tonight I hope my heart can find something more to give, then maybe we can begin again.
You know, healing is hard, but you can't begin to heal until you recognize that you're supposed to forgive, right? I think sometimes those things come in the wrong order. It's like, I won't forgive you until you forgive me. And you go, hey, I get it. Even once you say, I forgive you, it is hard to let go. But you have to start from that place in order to get anywhere. Otherwise, you're simply in a bog, spinning your wheels, throwing mud.
Wow.
Right?
I've heard this song keep evolving and you guys working on it.
There's no lyrics repeat.
I honestly just thought that you had that many different ideas for a single chorus. I didn't realize that you just keep changing them.
Chorus
as
change.
chorus.
In fairness to Taylor, he thought so too.
Got it. Holy smokes, that makes so much more sense now.
He was like, oh no, almost done.
Oh, we're done. You're like, no, that's chorus one. Good work on chorus one.
So it's really like a pre-chorus.
Okay, here we go.
Technically, the chorus is begin again.
Yeah, it's a half a bar.
It's a tag, that's it. If I were wiser, I could learn to talk without telling you what to think. Boy, how many conversations / every single day have we all been in, whether it was with each other or whether it was with other people we know, whether it's with our spouses, whatever, with our kids, any version of those things that play out. That's a really hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to live up to. If I were wiser, I could learn to talk without telling you what to think. If I were stronger, I would lift you up instead of pushing us to the brink. It's trying to put yourself in a position of as much deference and humility as you can to the situation, knowing that there's a conflict that needs to be resolved.
Well, it's also lyrically is saying something that you could say in a verse. I'm not wise enough to talk without telling you what to think. I'm not strong enough to lift you up instead of pushing you to the brink. I haven't been. So you're kind of you're right from the start going, hey, I know that I don't have this all figured out, but I am striving for the opportunity to start over and to be able to come back and begin again.
Beaten down by the tide, but still chasing the wave, and hoping that history will favor the brave. If I were wiser, I could learn to talk without telling you what to think. If I was stronger, I would lift you up instead of pushing us to the brink.
So tonight I put my hope in that I have more to give, and maybe we can begin again. Maybe we can learn to forgive again. Maybe somehow we can begin again. So tonight I'll put my hope in
Hold up. Saving that one real quick.